There was a time, not very long ago, when money actually meant something you could touch. A dollar wasn't just paper, it was a promise, and that promise was gold. If you lived before 1971, your money wasn't just a number on a screen. Somewhere, deep inside government vaults, real gold sat behind every dollar in circulation. Money felt solid, permanent, almost honest. But one summer night, everything changed. Quietly, without panic, without war, and most people didn't even notice. After World War II, the world needed stability. Countries were broken, economies destroyed, trust in currencies was fragile. So global leaders built a new financial system, one designed to prevent chaos. The United States became the center of that system. Under the Bretton Woods Agreement, the US dollar was tied directly to gold. 1 ounce of gold equaled $35. Other countries linked their currencies to the dollar, which meant something incredible. The entire world's money was indirectly backed by gold. America held massive gold reserves. The dollar became the world's most trusted currency. Trade grew, economies expanded. The modern global economy was born. For a while, it worked beautifully. But prosperity has a cost. During the 1960s, America began spending heavily. The Vietnam War demanded enormous resources. Social programs expanded at home. Government spending grew faster than the gold supply itself. And here was the problem. The government could print dollars, but it couldn't print gold. Slowly, quietly, more dollars existed than gold available to support them. Foreign governments began noticing. Countries like France started asking a dangerous question. What happens if we exchange our dollars for gold right now? And they did. Ships carrying gold began leaving American vaults. The gold reserves started shrinking. Confidence, the invisible foundation of money, began to crack. By 1971, the situation had become unsustainable. If everyone demanded gold at once, the system would collapse overnight. The United States faced an impossible choice: stop spending and risk economic pain, or change the rules of money itself. On August 15, 1971, President Richard Nixon appeared on television. Calm voice, formal setting, no dramatic music. He announced that the United States would temporarily suspend the dollar's convertibility into gold. Temporary, that was the word used. But temporary never ended. In that single moment, the dollar stopped being backed by gold. And for the first time in modern history, money became backed by nothing physical at all. Only trust, only belief, only confidence. At first, nothing looked different. People went to work the next morning. Stores opened. Salaries were paid. Markets continued operating. The world didn't collapse. In fact, many people felt things improved. Governments now had freedom. Without gold limiting the money supply, they could stimulate economies during recessions, fund programs, and respond to crises faster than ever before. Economic growth accelerated. Credit expanded. Loans became easier. Homes, businesses, and technology boomed. It felt like progress. But something subtle had changed beneath the surface. When money is tied to gold, creating new money is difficult. When money is tied only to policy, creating it becomes much easier. Over the following decades, the amount of money in circulation grew dramatically, and slowly, almost invisibly, prices began rising. Not overnight, not dramatically at first, just a little more each year. Your grandparents noticed it first. A house that once cost $20,000 became $100,000, then $300,000, then far more. Food prices climbed. Education became expensive. Savings lost purchasing power over time. People worked harder, yet felt money slipping further away. This wasn't coincidence. It was the new system working exactly as designed. Modern money is called fiat currency. Its value doesn't come from gold or silver. It comes from collective belief, the shared agreement that money has value because we all accept it. And that system requires careful balance. Too little money and economies freeze. Too much money and inflation slowly erodes wealth. The challenge isn't printing money. The challenge is knowing when to stop. Since 1971, the global economy has experienced incredible growth, but also repeated financial crises, inflation waves, asset bubbles, market crashes. Each crisis forced governments to create even more money to stabilize the system. And every time, the same debate returned. Are we solving problems or postponing them?
The truth is, money today is more psychological than physical. Numbers on screens, digital balances, invisible transactions moving across the world in milliseconds. No gold coins changing hands. No vault guaranteeing value, just trust. And trust is powerful, but fragile, because once people stop believing in money, the system itself begins to shake. The decision made in 1971 didn't destroy money, it transformed it. It gave governments flexibility never seen before. It allowed economic expansion on a global scale. But it also created a world where money depends entirely on confidence, a system stronger than ever, yet more delicate than it appears. Today, every paycheck, every price tag, every investment exists inside the system born that night. Most people live their entire lives without realizing money changed fundamentally within a single announcement. No revolution, no explosion, just a policy decision, watched casually on television. The day money stopped being gold and started being belief. And whether that change saved the global economy or quietly reshaped wealth forever is a question history is still trying to answer.